morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to Leave Everything and Wander, and welcome back to Sicily. I'm Luca, this is Sara, and this is Luce.
This is our fourth episode of our properties hunting here in Sicily, and today we will start the video in a very unique spot. We are in Syracuse, in Ortigia, and we're going to visit the market. It is so beautiful, we love this place, so this is the best way to start today's episode. And then we will go through all the properties.
The soil is black, the rocks are black. You know, that building is illegal, we don't want to do that. Where's the sea view?
Where is the sea view, Luca?
The starting price of this property
Is 100,000 euros, so
You are able to build about 90 square meters,
okay.
so it's a decent villa, a decent house.
Paradise,
Yes.
yes. Even this one will not be our dream property.
Yeah.
Amore, are you starting to understand some Sicilian language?
Of course, I will end up speaking Sicilian.
Would you like a small cannolo?
Really small.
Small.
Just a taste. And this is the Duomo of Syracuse, and Ortigia is the old downtown of Syracuse, and it's actually a little island. An island on an island.
Il cane, the dog,
Vuoi assaggiare, amore? Vuoi assaggiare?
spaghetti alle vongole per Luce, per mamma. We are on the west side of Sicily, we're on the west coast, and everything is different here.
Yeah,
because
you will notice the vegetation, the color of the soil.
the landscape, everything. So in Syracuse area, everything is white. You have this white, pinky rocks, and there is this Baroque vibe.
Yes.
Because you can feel this history, and everywhere you go, from Noto to Avola to Syracuse, you can see these beautiful Baroque buildings. But in today's episode we will show you 4 properties very close to Mount Etna and to Taormina. So when you go close to Mount Etna, everything turns black.
Yes, Mount Etna is an active volcano. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mount Etna. And if you spot over there, you can see the smoke coming out from the volcano. Right there. So the soil is black, the rocks are black, and you really can feel and see this change. And the soil is really good because
it's fertile. It's perfect. And here in this area, there are a lot of vineyards. They are producing a very high quality wines. So they are really pretty famous here in Italy, the wines that are coming from the Etna region. And even the buildings, the villas are black. Everything is black. So it's interesting, I think, to see the difference.
Yes.
Okay, but let's start from the first property. We are in Piedimonte Etneo, so very close to Mount Etna, and we are going to see a villa.
Yes.
Property with a villa and 8,000 square meters of citrus grove. There are also other fruits, but mainly lemons and oranges and mandarini, clementine, and there is also a huge water tank.
Yes.
This is a kind of property that in the beginning we didn't consider, and then we say, okay, let's go and see, because these pink and red villas are, you know,
fascinating.
Yes.
They are really nice. So let's see the images and then we will tell you our considerations and the price of this property.
Questa è la casa, venite.
Può entrare?
Sì. Questa si deve tutta ristrutturare, gliel'ha detto che
Sì, avevamo visto.
Sì. E si deve tutta ristrutturare, specialmente la prima cosa, i muri no, ma il tetto subito.
Ok.
Al più presto, quando ci sono infiltrazioni. Infiltrazione di umidità, vedi? Sì. Infiltrazione di umidità, si deve pulire perché non vanno pulite. Di qua c'è questa cosa, sì, però si può fare una porta per l'altra stanza. C'è un'altra stanza, questa è la prima stanza, una seconda stanza. Perché c'era il garage là, questo è importante, perché questa è un'altra stanza, non si può vendere senza...
Ah beh certo, sarà tutto in regola.
L'hanno abbattuto. Questa è una cosa antica, molto antica. Ma è potabile anche questo. Quella... albicocche, lei l'ha chiusa la famiglia,
Lemons, oranges, other fruit trees, and then the house is that one. They're asking 100,000 euros.
Where's the sea view?
Where is the sea view, Luca?
So many times we already mentioned this. Many agents, they just put breathtaking sea view, amazing sea view, and then we get there, and yes, you can have a sea view from a top of a little hill inside of the property, but from the villa, from the house,
No,
you could spot maybe a little
you
blue
cannot
dot.
even notice from the videos.
Yes.
So that, and we didn't film the view because it was not worth it.
Yeah.
The house was nice, but lot of renovation
yes.
works to take into consideration.
Also because the starting price of this property,
Yeah, it's 100,000 euros.
so you need to add all the work that needs to be done on the villa, and plus as you saw, there is this citrus grove which is beautiful, amazing, but it's not our dream. We are dreaming more like an olive grove.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely. And we are not even sure about the legality of this house. We have been mentioning this also in the Tusa and Cefalù video. We have shown you a property with an illegal building on it, and you have been asking why you have to tear down this house. It's beautiful, you cannot keep it.
Yes.
So the answer is no.
So basically, there are people which are living and using these buildings which are illegal, but we don't want to do that. When you go to the notary and you buy a property and there is no buildings on that property, and that plot is a rural plot with no buildings, then you are buying basically the plot of land, and the municipality or anyone can come and say, you know, that building is illegal, you need to tear it down right now, and pay some fines, and pay a lot of fines because it is illegal. Okay guys, sorry, we had to stop the video because Luce woke up, so she's here with us. So basically, if you are buying properties here in Italy, be really sure that all the papers are okay, because in order to go to the notary and buy a property, a house, whatever, everything needs to be on the papers and needs to be legal. If you don't do that, then the municipality could ask you to demolish the property, the house, or whatever it's built illegally, and it costs a lot of money. There is no point on buying something like that.
So honestly, we didn't like the Mount Etna area so much. It's beautiful, like, just to be clear, it's beautiful, but it's not
the type.
We don't have the feeling that we are at the seaside if everything is black and you don't have the sea view. So it's not the direction that we would like to follow. So we moved to another area close to Taormina. So Taormina area is very popular. Taormina is very touristy. So also the prices are a little bit high. So we have to move far away from the coast, but still with the sea view. So the next two properties, one property is in Trappitello,
which is really close to Taormina.
It's 32,000 square meters. The road to get there was bad.
Not very good. The road needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
The size of the property is huge. It's a little over 3 hectares, so it's really nice and big. But let's see the images and then talk about the considerations.
So here we are close to Taormina, and the land is 30,000 square meters, and this is the ruin, and the land starts down there and it extends up. It reaches almost the top of the mountain, the hill, and of course this is just a structure, and then you have to renovate everything. And you can see here Giardini di Naxos on the left and all the coast. The price for this property is 50,000 euro, but you can also talk about this, so you can also go lower.
So the view was quite far, and you can see a lot of houses and buildings, and it's not exactly the kind of view we are looking for, but I mean, this property has a lot of potential because it's really near to Taormina, because you have the possibility, since the land it's so big, you have the possibility to build huge structures on this property. The ruin is in a beautiful location, but
it's panoramic, but it's, again, we didn't feel anything, like, was not emotional for us. So let's move to the second property, to the third property, or the second property with this agency. So we are always in the same area. We can see the Gaggi village from this property, and we really like this property because it was very well maintained. A lot of olive trees, a lot of fruit trees, beautiful, and there is just a small magazzino, shed.
Yes, a kind of a
house.
Garage, so it's not registered as a house, as Sara mentioned, But since this property also is not so small, you have the possibility to build a little house.
Yeah.
And even if the price,
I can tell you how much it is this property.
yes, even if the price is a little bit higher, because it's 58,000 euros, starting from 58,000 euro, the view was better. You could see Mount Etna and you could see the sea.
9,638 square meters, and the little shed is 25 square meters, and there are 200 olive trees and 400 wines.
Yes.
So you can produce a good wine.
Amount of wine, yes.
And the request for this property was 58,000 euro. That for the size of the land was,
it's a lot,
but was really well maintained.
Yes, it was everything like the owner, he works as a farmer, so everything was taken care, everything was beautiful. That's why we liked this property, even if the price was higher and the land was smaller, but it was really a little piece of diamond.
Yeah, paradise, yes.
C'è l'Etna lì sopra, c'è il mare lì sotto, c'è il fabbricato qua.
Here we are, another property. It's 10,000 square meters. We have the view of the sea. We have Taormina just behind that little mountain. The village that we can see from here is Gaggi.
It has over 200 olive trees and 400 vines.
And it's very well maintained. Like, you can see that somebody's taking care of the land here. So it's not very wild. And there is a little storage.
What is nice over here is that you can spot Monte Etna.
Mount Etna is here,
which
it's
is
covered
the
now.
volcano.
Yeah.
Over there now it's cloudy, but you can spot the snow over there going up.
It's over 3,000 meters. And then you can spot some cows there, and then on the other side you have the sea.
So from here the view is fantastic and you can see the sea all over there.
It's beautiful.
And the valley.
So very close to Taormina, very close to the beach, but also very close to other attractions here in Sicily.
Yeah, so the property goes from the road down there till up there where the property ends.
Okay.
It's really nice, but the price is a little bit high, 58,000 euros. You are able to build about 90 square meters.
Okay.
So it's a decent villa, a decent house.
A lot of you have been asking if we are taking into consideration the proximity with hospitals and, you know, for Luca's recent health problems, or for anything, for emergencies. Of course we are. So we said that we don't care about restaurants with cafe, or we don't care if we need to drive like 15 minutes to go to buy some groceries, but the hospital is very important.
Hospital, schools, we are taking in consideration everything. I mean, we didn't mention in the videos, we are considering everything, and we are not in a rush. We want to consider everything before purchasing a property.
Yeah, now
you broke it, Luce.
Let's see the last property that was like very beautiful, Pearl. We are always in the same area, close to Taormina. We are in Calattabiano, that is in the hills. You can see Taormina from the property. It's an olive grove. There is a house. This is probably the biggest house we saw. That is still, it's not like a ruin, but it's a house. It's kind of strange because inside the house there is also a water tank.
Yes, a big reservoir of water underground, so you can collect all the water coming from the roof, the rainwater. And there is a part of the house that they told us you can already live inside because they used to go there during summer, but we couldn't enter that part of the house. We could only film and see the parts of the house which are more like not livable, that are, as Sara mentioned, this water tank or our garage or storage units where you can put things inside.
Request for this property was around 70,000 euros, but then at the end the owner, we really love this property, we have to tell you this, the owner decided that he was not sure anymore if he wants to sell it or not. So, and even the road, we didn't show you, but the road to get to the property was a disaster. And you have also to cross kind of a river when it's raining, and they say that they will rebuild the road, but you know, when they say that they will do it, but it's not sure, maybe
it could be years before they do it. And this river that you need to cross, it's perfect when it's dry season, but if it's raining, you don't want to cross that river. So
even this one will not be our dream property. Today we are pretty lucky because we received an invitation to have lunch here in this beautiful villa, and the story is interesting because we are here with Giuseppe and Conchita, and Giuseppe has been following us since the first time we arrived in Sicily, and we published a video about Ortigia and this area, and he wrote us an email saying, guys, I like you and I will be following you even if I don't speak perfectly English. I'm very happy to follow you along, and
I'm happy young people like you, a young couple, came to Sicily, and it's showing Sicily, and especially in English for foreigners. So he was really proud of what we were doing.
Just wrote us several emails during these years, and finally we always said to him, as soon as we will be back in Sicily, we will be coming and visit you. So here we are, and we are so happy because because we are here and we will have lunch all together with his family, and we will show you what we will be eating today.
And we are just sitting down, laying down on some green grass under an olive tree, and we were saying it would be so nice, would be a dream to have a property where we can just plant this beautiful grass
And relax.
under
So
the
peaceful.
the olive trees.
Beautiful. And after all the terrible weather we have been experiencing, guys, we are lucky to have some sun. The Mount Etna erupted a few days ago, so they had some black ashes in the garden, because when the Mount Etna erupts, then the ashes will go everywhere, and they reached also Syracuse area. Talking about the bad weather and the Mount Etna in Italy was pretty devastating, especially in Emilia-Romagna and even in some area of Sicily. Luckily, we are safe, and thank you for all the messages. And even about Mount Etna, we are safe, but our best wishes go to all the Italian people that were affected by this terrible weather. Peppe and Conchita. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. Thank you for having us.
Dei ravioli con la ricotta, una specialità siciliana,
So ravioli with ricotta cheese.
e poi condiremo con il ragù di carne.
Okay, so we will eat this with ragù. Che belli. I was telling that they are huge. Ciao amore! Che brava! Ravioli with ricotta cheese and ragu. Some olives.
Guardalo.
And this is a passata, the typical Sicilian dessert. Ricotta cheese, chocolate. And after this delicious lunch, it seemed like Christmas lunch, delicious. We came to Palazzolo Acreide, that is about 40 minutes from Syracuse, and we are admiring the Chiesa di San Sebastiano, that is beautiful. We are in the main piazza, main square. Here is the municipio, town hall. It's incredible how beautiful the under part of the balconies is. Usually something that we don't do this anymore. Like, they are so simple nowadays, but in the past they paid so much attention to decorate, and it was, of course, was structural because it was holding the weight of the balcony, right?
Yes, and also you can see all these details. It's really fascinating and beautiful.
Beautiful. And if you think, it's very smart, because from the ground, when you look up, this is the part that you see the most. Like, it's under the balcony that you see the most. So I think it's very smart to decorate that that part. Now we're going to see the longest Baroque balcony in Europe that belongs to Palazzo Caruso, and it's 30 meters long and it has 27 masks called cognoli in Sicilian. Different expressions. So guys, we have seen over 50 properties. We travel all around Sicily. We tour Sicily on the coast. So we are very happy. We are exhausted. And now we will take a few days to rethink about everything, to go through all our emotions, our feelings, our vibes, and yeah, think about everything. We are happy because we are exactly where we want to be.
Yes.
But for today's episode is everything. We hope you enjoyed today's episode with us, guys. If so,
please share to us, smash the thumbs up button,
hit the notification bell, and please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you haven't done already. What is that? Ooh, you have tulipa? Show them tulipa. Oh, yes. We love you, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming along with us and stay with us.
because next Sunday we will come into your lives again with a new video. And we are super excited. So beautiful people, we'll see you next Sunday, and remember, la vita è bella.
Life is beautiful and
love always wins.
l'amore vince sempre.
Yeah.
Boo! Boo! Uno, due, tre, boo!
Oh, Madonna!
Uno, due, tre, boo! Boo, boo,
Boo, bam!
boo. Uno,
Arriva,
due, tre,
bam!
boo! Fagli la lingua.
It was time to be strong. Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a mouse and a lion inside. Tre, due, uno.
Vai, sta in piedi. Da sola. Da sola.
Brava.
Da sola. Da sola. Da sola. Brava, amore!
Vieni, come to mommy. Come to mommy.